Welcome to the race by race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Paul Lally is here. We're going to go through the first right now, which gets underway at 6:40. C+3 rail position. Class dropper at the top is Me Time. Go Go Go's place 2 from 3, course and distance. Not a few as minus the pacifiers. Better draw for number 8, Turtle again. We've got Harry's Hero, who's just struggling a little bit. Sunny Baby's a 2-time course and distance winner. Gets in from barrier number 1 with £120. The leader, though, Paul, is Mr. Fox.
Well, there's no leader in the race, and Mr. Fox went forward last time when he came up and tripped, so he's drawn wide. I just think with that big run to the first bend, he might just press on with it. If not, Chateau Lepiche or Harry's Hero, they could both lead, but they don't. They normally like to take a sit. Sunny Baby, Me Time should get a nice enough run with not a few. I think all the horses in this are going to get their chance. Go 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 normally goes back when he draws wide.
We start with the class dropper, number 1, Me Time, who has been running on up in class 4, Paul, so lighter weights then. 135, good draw, 133 actually, good draw, Zach Pert and Douglas White combined.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives here with this horse coming down in grade by Cracksman. He looks a real out-and-out star, and he's going to find it a lot easier coming into this grade, and I think he can win this race.
Easy as that. So there you go. It'll be race 1 at number 1 for Paul, which means we're playing minor money in these replays. And we start with a number of them. Turtle again, Chateau Lepiche, Mr. Fox, Harry's Hero, Sunny Baby. So you've got 5 to choose from here. Any of the 5 going in as a minor selection? Yeah,
definitely. I think Turtle again's quite well rated now. He's won off a similar rating, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 2, 1800. Looks good for him. And Chateau Lepiche is very consistent, but just doesn't seem to get his nose in front from his 12 starts. He's been placed 3 times. Both ran him well. This is not talking about Mr. Fox. He led into the straight and wasn't too far away at all. So I just think from the wide draw, he'll press on.
And that is Kingly Demeanor winning that race, who has been in good form. One more to have a look at. Mr. Fox figures here again, running ahead 6th. And what of Go Go Go? He's been pretty consistent. 2 of his last 3 have been on the all-weather. Gets a weight allowance this week. Alice Wong taking a £7 claim.
Yeah, maybe that will help him as well. Now, he's only won 1. And that was off a 34 rating. He's rated 39 with that apprentice claim. Now, when he did win his race, Go Go Go, there was rain about. So I just wonder if if the rain will help him a little. If the rain, he needs rain to help him, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, like that just worried me a bit.
The rain has disappeared from Hong Kong. Beautiful sunny conditions expected for Tuesday and Wednesday night races also. But as easy as race 1, number 1.
Yeah, going that way with Me Time and the downgrader here on top. Not a few. Now he looks like a real star as well. He's coming up in trip. David Eustace has got this horse now. Turtle again and Chateau Lepiche. 1, 4, 8 and 5.
Zach Pert and Douglas White to combine for Paul in the first with race 1, number 1, Me Time. And race number 2 now, class 5 again here, but we come back in distance to the 1,000 metres for this. Modest Gentleman is a 2-time course and distance winner. Speedy Fortune, crossover noseband on blinkers re-added. Gusty Fighter is now with Douglas White, who's taken off the cheek pieces and the tongue tie. We've got Happy Horse on the class drop. Flying Phantom resumes. Philos has the blinkers going on. Diamond Saws wears blinkers for the first time. Plentiful is minus the cheek pieces, and a better draw for Wind Speeder right down the bottom. The pace angle, Paul, for this 1,000 metre race comes from Plentiful and also Happy Horse.
They're both speedsters, these two, so they'll want to go forward and lead together. Now, Diamond Saws has got blinkers on for the first time, so he should be able to get into a nice position. Speedy Fortune, he won't be too far away as well. Circa 10 raced better when he ran 4th at his last start. Modest Gentleman is the horse that comes into the race that's been downgraded. Philos, now, he used to go forward, but he's drawn wide. He's got blinkers on the first time. And he went back last time and ran towards the back. So I just wonder if he'll go back again.
You're with a class dropper in the first in me time. Another one in this race looks well suited is Modest Gentleman, running fourth last start over the 1,000 metres behind Happy Tango. He will carry 133 also because he gets a £2 claim for Matthew Poon.
He does. Now, he's a two-time winner in this grade as well, Modest Gentleman, so he's come down into the right grade. And I thought this was a really good run when he did finish off strongly here for fourth as well. They didn't go overly quick. There wasn't much between them all. You could see they did finish in a bit of a bunch, but he hit the line strongly, and this is a lot easier.
Matthew Poon rode him a couple of starts ago. Jerry Chow partners him on Wednesday night. Ace Talent leads this bunch home here, Paul, as far as those backing up into this race. Is Ace Talent amongst the numbers or any of the others?
No, Ace Talent worries me because of the draw, barrier 11. I just think he's going to be caught wide. Look, Diamond Soars, blinkers on for the first time. He's a really well-rated horse. He's a Class 4 winner. Now he's down to this 29 rating. Just the blinkers might just sharpen him up a little bit. So he should be a decent price, and so he definitely goes in the numbers for me.
One more to have a look at. It is Happy Horse, who, as we saw on the speed map, is likely going to go forward. He was back this night because it was Class 4. It's been 1,000 metres, Class 5 Happy Valley that he's done everything at.
Yeah, exactly. And look, the thing with him is when he has won those races, it has been when he's had an uncontested lead. I don't think he's going to get that with Plentiful in the race. So those two, there is the they could get into a bit of a speed battle. So I haven't got either of those two.
Well, they are not going in, but who is going in?
Going to go with the downgrader again. So hopefully it works in the first and can work in the second. Modest Gentleman with that good fourth last time. Now, Circuit 10, he comes out of that same race that Diamond Soars was in, and he did finish off strongly as well for fourth, and he's drawn nicely in the inside draw. Diamond Soars with blinkers on for the first time and wins speeder. He doesn't win out of turn, this horse, but does finish off strongly enough. 1, 7, 9 and 12.
It's the downgraders for the Paul in the first two races. Number 1, race 1, race 2, number 1 also. The third race now, we go up in grade 4 this from a Class 5 to a Class 4, and it's over the 1,650 metres. Handsome Bomb, his first try at the distance. Silver King drops back from the 2,000 metres. Happy again carries an extra £4 after his debut. Classic Century, first look at Happy Valley. There's been no trials there. Atomic Beauty's a 2-time course and distance winner. To Infinity, he's a 4-time course and distance winner. Dragon Delight's been in better form. Miles Away is up in trip, and Gold Tack resumes on the back of 2 trials. He last raced on the 14th of July. No luck for Handsome Bomb on the speed map, Paul.
No, he's drawn barrier 9, does like to go forward, so he could get trapped wide there with Jerry Chow aboard. Miles Away, Silver King, Dragon Delight, those three all like to go forward as well, and they've drawn underneath him, so they should fill the first 3 placings. Thought To Infinity could be a little bit closer, he should get a nice enough run. Classic Century just had the 2 starts. Now, Escape Route, when he draws wide, he normally goes back, and he's drawn 11.
And he is also in our first replay is Escape Route. Gets the services of James McDonald. He's well back turning for home here. He runs on for 4th. Amazing Award picked a few off too. He ended up running 6th in this race. Can Escape Route get the pace to figure? No,
I just wonder if he can or not. As you mentioned, Amazing Award finished off quite nicely in him in this race as well. So of those two, when I was looking for one for a minor line, I did go Amazing Award. Now, one thing in Escape Route's favour is he is a 4-time winner here.
That's those two. An Amazing Award just held up at the top of the straight there also. Second replay, Paul has Dragon Delight, who had struggled into Class 4, but he's certainly improved since he's come back up in grade after winning in Class 5. And his Escape Route again. Does Dragon Delight make it in?
Yeah, he does. No, I think he's a big chance in this race. Did win 2 starts ago, and as you say, backed it up with this nice third as well. So he's more than capable. He does get the £7 claim, so he is going to come in with a really lightweight from barrier number 4. So, yeah, he definitely goes in.
And one more to have a look at. That will be a horse that loves the 1650. To Infinity is his name. He runs 5th here and makes some ground up the inside. Drew gate 11. Back to Barry number 1, he's not going to get a better opportunity than this for a while, is he?
No, he's not. And look, he should be a little bit closer in the run. Finished off strongly without too much room here as well. He went back to the inside there. He's won a 40 and a 43 rating. He's now rated at 47. So he is slightly higher than his winning rating, but I think this is quite an easier race for him.
And there you go. So from barrier number 1, he's the one to beat.
Well, we'll go with him to Infinity on top. What looks like quite an open race, this one. Dragon Delight. I did put Escape Route in the end, and Amazing Award. I was tossing up which order to put them in, and just with that Escape Route with the 4-time win that we sort of said, he did go in front of Amazing Award. So 8, 10, 2 and 9.
That is Paul's selections for race number 3. It is the first leg of the early treble. Distance race is the 4:22 metre start point in use here. We've got Charity Gain going to the distance for the first time. Serangoon's placed 2 from 3 over the 2200. Perfect pairing up in trip. Happy Heroes run top 4 out of 5 goes here over the 2200. Arthur's Kingdom comes back to Happy Valley. Confringo struggling a little bit. Hucker Radiance comes in as the standby starter with the blinkers off. And Pegasus General, he has raced over the distance, but he's also eligible for Class 5. Arthur straight to the front here, Paul.
Well, that's worked, hasn't it, for him? He's won his races from the front and seems a happy horse in front there. Dragon Star, he used to lead on his air and used to be able to even set up some pretty big leads, but that hasn't been happening recently. Happy Hero now, Confringo goes forward. He might just be trapped a little bit wide there because it's a quick run to that first bend. Pegasus General, Solar Go-Go. Hucker Radiance comes into the race. He'll need a bit of cover. Affordable ran a lot better when he went back last start.
And here he is in the first replay, Affordable. This is over at Sha Tin last time at 2,000 metres. Plenty of them oppose again, but on the smaller circuit, Paul, do you prefer Arthur's Kingdom at Happy Valley?
Yeah, look, I do. He can really scoop around those bends, Arthur's Kingdom, so I think expect a better run from him. I do like the run here from Charity Gain, though. This horse has only had 4 goes. He's won one of them and been placed in a couple of others, and he looks a real stayer as well. So I think he can win this race. He just had to get through that gap. It was a good run from Affordable, though, down the outside, and this is 2,000 metres, so up to the 2,200 is probably going to suit him as well. So they're the two, sort of the quinella out of this race, I thought, the 1 and the 6.
And Management Folks, who run on for 5th, has 1 second up also. Here they are again, but this time at Happy Valley, where Charity Gain wins this race. Arthur's Kingdom leading. Dragon Star, we didn't see him in the previous replays, so how does he slot in amongst these runners?
Yeah, look, I thought he was going better last season, to be honest with you, when he was sort of getting those big leads and Catch Me If You Can, but he just hasn't really shown the same here. Arthur's Kingdom, he's going to try and do this, so he'll go into the numbers as well, but I thought Charity Gain had him well and truly beaten here, so he's the one I'm going to go with.
That's it. We've seen them pretty much all in 2 replays. So an informed stable of David Eustace for you. Yeah,
look, the horse is quite had limited starts. Looks a star in the making, so he's on top. A good run from Affordable. The 2,200 metres should suit him as well. Up and trip will suit him. Arthur's Kingdom back to Happy Valley. You talked about Management Folks there. Look, he's got a good 2,200 metre record here at Happy Valley. He's won 1 and been placed another 2 times. He's only had 5 goes around the 2,200, so he'll go in as well. And he's got Zach Burton aboard. 1, 6, 7 and 9. Paul with race 4, another number 1, Charity Gain in the first leg of the 6-up. Trophy race is race number 5. It's the running of the St Andrews Challenge Quake, and it's over the 1,200 metres. Happy Day, blinkers off, visor goes on. The perfect match minus the blinkers. Metro Warrior, all of his wins have been 1,000 metres at Sha Tin. Zeta Force is on debut. He's had 4 trials. We've got Northern Fireball having his first look around Happy Valley. Vigor Elegant has no tongue tie. And Give Me 5 gets a better draw down in gate number 3. And because of gate number 3, Paul, he might be up outside the leader, Give Me 5. Yeah, he should get a nice enough run. I thought Metro Warrior likes to go forward as well. But I thought Fatal Blow from barrier 7, they'll be positive with him now he's had that run. Northern Fireball, now he might try and get close to the lead because he's one that did lead at Shards hit on his debut run as well, but he has drawn wide, unfortunately for him. Sweet Diamond can go forward. Universal Blaze went forward last time. Perfect Match to get a nice run. And Glory Cloud, again, he's drawn wide, barrier number 9, so he might have to go back. He did go back when he drew 12 with Hugh Bowman aboard.
Interview time now. Nick with the trainer of Fatal Blow. It's Mark Newnham.
Mark, Fatal Blow has had just the one run for your stable, but a very pleasing one, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, look, he's shown good talent since he arrived here. He's got good natural pace out of the gate, so I thought he did a good job on debut.
He's had sort of a month or thereabouts between runs. You've given that trial just a case of maintenance to tick him over?
Yeah, that's all, just a nice soft trial to keep his fitness levels up, give him plenty of time to recover after that first run. Looks a nice race for him.
Any noticeable sort of developments with him? I mean, he's only had the one run. Have you sort of seen him improve through his track work, etc.?
Oh, not really. He's a horse that doesn't show a lot in his work. He's there when you ask him. He hasn't changed much, but he's a pretty straightforward horse.
He's got gate 7, pretty similar to his debut as well, so I guess that gives Luke an option or two.
Yeah, and look, now he's had that run, he can be a little bit more aggressive on him if he needs to be. He goes in there a little bit fitter and with a bit more experience.
He's good at that around the valley, isn't he, Luke? He's very good off the front around there, I've noticed.
Yeah, and he's won a lot of races for us doing that. He's a good barrier jockey, gets him into a position early, and then he can dictate the speed.
Proved that by holding on to one recently as well.
Yeah, and look, he's just a good jockey, full stop. We're getting on well and working well together.
There it is, Mark Newnham's report on Fatal Blow. Paul, we move on to Glory Cloud, who looked home here, definitely hit the lead and then was worried out of it. He's now had 9 starts, he's yet to win one. Wide draw again in barrier number 9. He's very honest, he's very consistent, but he can find one to beat him.
Yeah, and I have found one to beat him. I've got him in for second though. But look, he's been a beaten favourite a couple of times now as well. And Triumph and More, he did come out and run pretty well in his second start as well. But look, you're right. Just the draw in this particular race is what worries me. And I think there's a couple of nice horses up and coming as well.
All right, that is him, Glory Cloud. Now, this is the Perfect Match, who ran 5th this start. So we're going back 2 runs ago because he raced wide last time. He's drawn gate 2. Vigor Elegance won a trial at Happy Valley. That was leading into this race and disappointed. Gimme 5 ends up running 9th. He tends to go better races from lower draws, Gimme 5.
Yeah, I think he can put himself in the race. I like the run of Perfect Match, though. The Perfect Match, he'll go in the numbers for me. The blinkers will come off him from that inside draw. I think he's going to be nice and close in the race. Yeah, Vigor Elegance, look, he led and finished last, so I don't think they'll try that again with him. I think they'll try and get cover.
That's a breakdown, but Fatal Blow's taken your fancy.
Yeah, I really like this horse. I thought it was a really strong winner. I think they will be aggressive on him as well. So he's on top to beat Glory Cloud, the Perfect Match. I'm going to put Northern Fireball in. There is definitely ability here with this horse. He's only had the 3 starts, but from barrier 11, he'll just need a bit of luck in the running. So just on the minor line. Do like the 5. 5, 4, 2, 8.
Race 5, number 5 for Paul, the first leg of Wednesday night's Triple Trio. Race number 6 now, and this is a Class 4 over the 1200 metres. Gallant Bella's a 2-time course and distance winner. King Excellente is a 3-time course and distance winner. Patch of Diamonds has had 4 trials. New Power has the blinkers going on. Sea Sapphire pacifiers with cowls off. He's also now trained by David Eustace. Roaring BB comes up with barrier number 1. We've got So Treasure with the pacifiers off, and Valhalla, 3-time course and distance winner. Sea Sapphire, the leader here, Paul. He's shown plenty of pace in the past.
He has, hasn't he? New trainer, though, so maybe slightly different tactics, but what we've seen so far, he does like to lead. Valhalla went forward last time, New Power. Good prospects, a recent trial winner at Chungfa. Gallant Vella won't be far away. Patch of Diamonds, he's the debutant, 11.38 pounds for him. Hasn't shown too much in his trials, though. And So Treasure from a wide draw, might just have to go back.
Gallant Vella, we start with. He was a winner leading into this race, ended up running 4th under the big weight, but he did make some late ground in it. However, because of that, he's going to have to carry the 135 once again.
He's quite an honest horse, this one. He did win 2 starts ago, and he got quite well back here. Barrier 7 just makes it a little bit tricky, but he always runs a race for you, this horse. So look, I'm going to include him as well, and you can see him finishing off really nicely there, down there on the inside.
Similar draw to what he had this night too. Hugh Bowman and Jamie Richards combined with him. Next replay, and we move on to Roaring Bibi, who ends up running 6th. He's down on the inside. Jump from barrier number 7. So draws barrier 1. He's going to end up down on the inside again.
He should do, yeah. Look, he's had 6 starts now. He yet to win. He ran better 2 starts ago, I thought, when he did run second. He should have looked a little bit one pace there towards the end, and then he picked himself back up again and hit the line strongly. So I'm not really sure what to make of him.
Okay, just a wait and see with Roaring Bibi what he can do. And New Power, he ran 4th. He's had a trial since this race and won that, and he'll turn for home here with Beauty Destiny behind him. Dragon Air Force hard ridden. He disappointed again, but was backed again on the weekend. Spicy Gold is out wide. Storming Dragons getting up the rail. So a few winners have come out of this.
They have, and look, Blinker's on for the first time as well. So a bit going on with the horse, and you can see him staying on really nicely. He did win a few last season, win a couple in a row, and look, I think he can bounce back. Yeah?
Looks an easier race too than what he was competing against that night.
Yeah, definitely. And as you say, looks a good form race with a few winners coming out of it. So we'll go with him on top. New Power, he's on top, the 5, to beat the 1 Gallant Valor. Now, Golden Rise, James McDonald will jump aboard this. He's another consistent horse, but just won 1 from the 14. I'm going to put one in at a big price, number 9, which is Almighty Kick. Vincent Ho and Francis Lloyd teaming up. Again, he's only had 4 starts. Did run a nice 4th, I thought, 2 starts ago, and he's drawn very well. Barrier number 2, second start here at the Valley. 5, 1, 3 and 9.
Paul with the 2-time course and distance winner New Power to register his 3rd win over the 1200 at Happy Valley. Race number 7, the focus now, and a last start winner is at the top of the book here over the 1200 for the Class 4s. It's Beauty Destiny. He's got an extra £8 on his back. Lyrical Motion also has an extra £8. That's because he has a senior rider on. Wide draw again. Colonel's won his last 2 course and distance. We've got Carry On Smiling coming to Happy Valley for the first time. Fortune Whiskey's now with David Eustace. The hood, the pacifier's off. The blinkers, the crossover noseband and the tongue tie all go back on. Glory B has placed 2 from 6 course and distance, and Wood on Fire is a 7-time winner over this distance, Paul, and he's got a good draw. Yeah,
look, Colonel should go to the front from barrier 5. Luke Ferraris aboard, and look, every time you think he's hit his mark, he goes and runs really well. So I think he can lead. Wood on Fire, now when he draws inside, he goes forward. Speedy Smarty's come out of a recent trial there. He's fresh up. Lyrical Motion might have to work from his wide draw to get across. Glory B can be a little bit closer. Racing Grace, Lightning Bolt, Telecom Power, and then back to the other 4. Beauty Destiny came from the back when he won last time. I think he'll go back once again.
Let's try and find out a little bit more about that right now, because here is Nick with the rider of Beauty Destiny, Andrea Adzani.
Andrea, one horse that's always given us a little bit of entertainment, I suppose, during his career so far is Beauty Destiny, but you might just have the keys to him because he was good last time.
Oh, he was very good. He's a horse that he's always showed plenty of ability in his races, and he's had his quirks, well, he still has, I think. And but hopefully we found the key to him, and getting his head in front again the last day, hopefully to him a lot of confidence, and now we can keep going with him, and hopefully we can win a few more.
And is that sort of the salient point with him, Andrea, is that he just needs a lot to perhaps go right for him, and when it does, he can obviously look as good as we know he can be?
Yeah, obviously we changed sort of tactics the last day. He's a horse that he sort of won making and running, and we're trying something different. He actually ran well the time before last when he was 3rd, and we dropped him in that day and he actually flew home. So we're trying the same tactics again, and he seems to love passing horses now. Like, I was very lucky that the last day that I managed to follow the horse that I thought he was the one to beat, and I got a good lead into the race, and I just sort of left out as late as I could to give him a go, because I'm not sure what he does when he hits the front. And anyway, he got up on the line. It was great to get a winner on him.
Yeah, it was good to see him win again for sure. Obviously, mentioning the form, Storming Dragon was the horse you did beat. He's come out and won since, so at least on paper, I know they don't race on it, but that looks good.
Sure, no, like I said, the second horse has won again since. He's gone up £6. He's carried top weight, but he's a big, strong horse. And like I said, hopefully now they've got his head in front, he might be a little bit better than the Class 4.
There it is, Andrea Adzani on Beauty Destiny. Paul will move on to Colonel, who, as you said, you think he reaches his mark, and he just keeps on winning. Do we overlook the run at Sha-Tin and just focus on his Happy Valley form for this?
Well, he is better at Happy Valley. He's a 6-time winner at Happy Valley. He's only a 1-time winner at Sha-Tin. He's won at Sha-Tin though. Look, he's going to lead. He'll give you a good sight in front. Barrier number 5 won 2 of his last 3, but he is at a career high. That's just the little thing that worries me a bit.
That is Colonel. Next up is Telecom Power, who you're going to make a case for on the back of this last start, 7th. Team Happy leads for home here, and he does make some ground late as he gets wide on the course.
Yeah, look, he hit the fan really wide, I thought, did this horse. Now, this is a wide open race. There's so many chances in it. And look, I do like Fatal Blow earlier in the card. He comes out of that same race, and you can see him making up some really good ground late as well. So he should be a prize. He's drawn a lot better in barrier number 4, and he won't have to go wide.
That is Telecom Power. And one more to have a look at. It's one of your old faves, Speedy Smarty, who's on the comeback trail. He's had 2 trials to prepare for his resumption on Wednesday night. Gets in with £119. Lyle Hewitson and Benno Jung runs 3rd in this trial behind My Flying Angel, was 2nd to Natural High in his first one.
I'm going to include him on a real minor line because he is a winner from his 17 starts. He's had about 5 placings as well. He was pushed out a little bit in this trial, so he might just need it leading into it. So I'll put him in, but very minor line.
Wait and see for Speedy Smarty, but a safety weight.
Yes, exactly. We're going to put Telecom Power on top here. He should be a decent each-way price. He did finish off nicely in an open race. Glory B, we didn't talk about him. He goes in there for 2nd. He should get a nice chance. He should get his opportunity as well. That run 3 starts ago was really good and didn't get much luck last time. Barrier number 2 for him. Beauty Destiny, look, he's finally getting everything together. And look, the 2nd horse did come out and win, and then Speedy Smarty. But I'm going to go each way the 9 here. 9, 10, 1, 11.
Bit of value for Paul in race number 7, the first leg of the late treble. Class 3 flying 1,000 metres for race number 8, and heaps of these raced against each other lately. Atomic Force is a 2-time course and distance winner. Red Elegance has trialled up well since his last start. Horsepower, 1 on debut, plus £8 for him. Turf Phoenix has his first start. He's had 6 trials, 3 this season, 5 for Mark Newnham previously, 1 for new trainer Chris So. All Greek to Me carries an extra £3 for his last start placing. Bunter Baby has the blinkers off and the cheek pieces going on. Charming Babe wears a hood for the first time. Healthy has the pacifiers with the cowls off and the blinkers going on. Do Your Part wears a hood for the first time. Barrier number 1 the key here for All Greek to Me, and the lack of not having to do as much work as last time, Paul. Yeah,
straight to the front for him, and it'll be a catch me if you can scenario. Do Your Part should get his opportunity, as will Youthful Spirits. He might have to work a little bit to get across. Eternal Fortune, likewise, I think he'll try and get outside All Greek to Me. Now, Charming Babe did lead when he won before he got here in Hong Kong, but did take cover last time. And Turf Phoenix, the debutant, he'll be looking for cover as well. Horsepower came from the back when he won, so I think he'll go back once again.
David Hayes is our man ahead of race number 8. Here he is with Nick on All Greek to Me.
David, All Greek to Me is a runner for you in race number 8. Lightly raced horse, we don't see a great deal of him, but when we did last, he was pretty good in defeat.
Yeah, he was. He drew wide, worked hard to get to the lead and just got pipped on the post. He's got a good barrier this week and probably a little bit more fit, 3rd run. Should run well.
Just touching, I mean, I know he's had 1 or 2 little issues. Have all of those sort of creases been ironed out now with him?
Yes, he got a nasty hock infection and it lingered for a long time. But that's well past him now, and hopefully he's on his 3rd run for the season, and hopefully we can get 8 or 9.
You mentioned the good draw. Obviously, his running style would certainly lend kindly to gate number 1, and you've got a claim as well. Yes,
he went particularly well for that boy, so I thought I'd give him another chance on him.
Wouldn't mind another crack at Horsepower. I mean, he looks pretty handy, but you are receiving plenty of weight from him.
Yes, there's a good swing in the weights, and the barrier, big difference, I think. Hopefully he can get to the lead without working quite as hard.
We'll find out which ones Paul is going to go with out of that race shortly, but have a look at 1 first star and 1 resuming runner leading into the race on Wednesday night. Turf Phoenix, Paul, this was by far his best trial. He ran 2nd in this behind Lucky Statesman, beaten half a length, 1,000 metre winner at Leicester. Looked like a Leicester sort of day up there this morning at Chungfar too.
Did, didn't it? Blinkers on for his debut run. He's been gelded since he's got here as well. 1,058 pounds. Really pushed out in this trial. As you say, his other trials weren't very good at all, and looking at this, he's not for me.
Okay, well, let's see what he does on Wednesday night. Stays on under that ride, but was ridden from a fair way out. Second horse, Do Your Parts, had a number of trials, and he's had 3 of them. Third here behind Ace Power, a winner over Daring Pursuit, and a third behind Dancing Code. So he's been trialling against some nice enough horses.
He has. Look, he again, you can see him on the inside here and did what he had to do. He's got drawn nicely, barrier number 3. The hood go on here for a second start. But look, he's going to have to improve a lot on that first start because he finished second last.
So Phoenix won't be going in. He won't be going in. That means we go back to the replay in the David Hayes interview. Which of the arrows did you take out to make up the top 4?
I've got to go with Horsepower. I think he can, even though there's a swing in the weights, I think he's improved since then. He looked really good in that race and hit the line strong, and I thought there was improvement in him. So I'm going to get him to beat All Greek to me. He could slip them on the turn, so if anything goes wrong behind, he could easily win. But I thought Horsepower could beat him. So 4 to beat 6. Eternal Fortune will need a bit of luck from his drawing. Atomic Force, he's one off a 77 rating. He's down to 74. No one that can finish off strongly. 4, 6, 7, 1.
Horsepower for Paul to remain unbeaten in Hong Kong for Zach Purton and Frankie Law. And we wrap it up with race number 9 on Wednesday night. Gates will be at the 1,800 metre mark for a Class 3. California Voce gets a better draw. Samarkand gets a forgive last time, got involved in that incident on the home turn. Chain of Gold, Illuminous come out of the same race. Comet Splendido's placed second up. Winning Steps carries an extra £8 for his last start win. Sharp and Bright an extra 5 for his last start win. Ace War has the cheek pieces on, and Toy Soltero raced last Wednesday night at the Valley. Samarkand the leader here, Paul.
Yeah, there's no clear leader in the race, and Samarkand does like to go forward. He's drawn nicely at barrier 3, so pretty sure they'll be positive on him. Sharp and Bright, he's drawn wide, but he can get across, I think, from his wide draw and get a nice enough run. Fortune Superstar can be positive from barrier number 2, and he can kick up there as well. Comet Splendido has led in the past, but I think he'll be happier just to take a nice sit there from barrier 5. Hammer On will get his chance. California Voce might be slightly closer from a good draw, barrier 4. Chain of Gold goes back. Rocket Spade has drawn 10. I think he'll go back from that wide draw. Winning Steps likes to go back.
The Bowman is on Rocket Spade, and here is Nick with you.
Huey, Rocket Spade is your ride in race number 9 this Wednesday night at Happy Valley. You're back on board. You're the only man to have actually won on the horse.
Yes, he's been a good horse to me, but look, he's a very consistent horse, and he's shown that the class rises, hasn't disturbed that consistency, and drawn a little awkwardly, barrier 10, so he's going to need a little bit of luck from there, but he's a horse that likes to find his feet anyway, so it's not the end of the world, but we just need the pace to suit, as always.
He's a 1650 metre winner, but he has run some very good races over 18. Did the trips come sort of alike to him, really?
Oh, look, I don't think it's... I think it's more the way the race is run than the distance, to be fair. And look, he comes into the race, he's got a nice rating for a race like this, and he looks well placed once again.
Yeah, talking of being placed, he's placed off much higher marks in the past, of course. Winning Steps was the horse that won the race last time. You're certainly better off at the weights with him. I know you didn't ride him last time, but certainly worth a crack at him to try and turn that form around.
Yeah, well, again, I think, there's a few horses in the race that are racing well. Illuminous is another one. He's been consistent. So, look, it's a pretty even affair. So, luck in running is going to play a big part, and hopefully it's on our side.
On from Hugh to Paul we go, and replays, Paul, of a win of Sharp and Bright last time. Fortune Superstar 7th, Winning Steps racing consistently. And California Voce, you wouldn't be surprised if he makes, an appearance in the finish in this race.
Yeah, look, he's a horse who's getting towards a winning rating now. A lot of these horses are on sort of career highs, like Winning Steps. Sharp and Bright's getting up there as well. And I just didn't mind the way California Voce is third up now. The stable's going really well at the moment. Tony Cruz coming off a 4-timer last Wednesday. So the 1,800 metres, I think, looks good for him.
And we're going to go way back to race number 17 of the season. Now, Samarkand's had a couple of starts since then, as has Hammer on Comet Splendido. He hasn't raced since this day. He has won 2 from his last 3. Placed second up. Samarkand, he's the leader on the speed map.
Did win 4 times last season, so he did go up in the ratings quite a bit. Comet Splendido, one thing in his favour, he has won off a high rating in the past, so he's more than capable, but like he, as you say, he hasn't raced for a little while, so that was just what put me off a bit with him.
And that is a look at what is happening leading into race number 9. Who have you got coming out of race 9 as the winner?
Well, as Hugh Bowman said, it's a real open race, this one. So I'm going to go for a bit of value. I'm going to go with the toppy here, California Voce. A lot better draw from him, barrier number 4. Rocket Spade arrived in the 80s. 82 he arrived on. He's down to 66. Chain of Gold, he'll get back. He'll be running home strongly, as will Winning Steps. 1, 7, 4 and 8.
And that is the race-by-race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. 9-race program, C+3 course, and the first of the 9 is off at 6:40.